exciting to focus on what they've done so far, how far away are they to their seminar goals, and recognizing them at every single level. Focus, focus, focus. Lots of recognition, lots of goal setting to shut down their goals before the seminar year ends. So being an NSD is like being a coach where you're writing a playbook or a blueprint where you are helping individuals in your area achieve. You're creating a way so that there's a place for everyone to thrive and to grow. No matter whether their goals are large or small, we make her feel important. And wasn't that Marykay's opportunity? So as you can see, becoming an NSD, your view broadens to encompass the entire area and any future members. The NSD sets the milestones for her area, and then she goes into action to create strategies to support each team member on achieving her personal goals, which adds up to a strong and thriving national area. So, my sister NSDs, I am so super excited and proud for you. So, I wish you good health and wealth this seminar year. And remember, it's all new in 22. Let's make it happen.
Hello, National Directors. Congratulations. I'm Elisa Johnson. I'm National Executive Leader in Brazil, and it is my honor to join you, all of you, sharing a bit of my journey. I want to first congratulate everyone and invite you to have a new dream. When I first learned from Marykay, Ash, I noticed that I couldn't see and become comfortable and have a new dream. And my dream was captured in a national meeting in Hawaii. And I heard the national director from Germany saying, and she said, I quote, it was to be at the inner circle so that she could fly executive class, make more money, and always get this other trip. So that became my personal target. And I went to Los Angeles and I spoke to Maria, who is the first salesperson in Mexico. I said, how do I do this? And she gave me a sheet of paper, 1 to 12, the other side, 1 to 6. She said, start over. 12 first-line directors and 6 seniors, develop those. And that became a mission so that I became an inner circle. And that is my invitation to you to do the same. You deserve the top. I say that a major dream, a grandiose dream, doesn't fit just the one small dream. So we need to learn how to dream big and build big. Because at Marykay, your future is glowing. So much to conquer. Financial independence for you, your family, and for that we need to dream big. So that's my invitation to you. Dream big. The other piece of advice that came from my national that helped me, she said, Eloisa, at this point, the first year as a national, focus on helping your directors to get stronger. And you personally will develop your first liners, your director first liners. And that was a great piece of advice. I worked on 3 programs so they became stronger. And I knew there were small units with 40 people at the one unit, 50 people in one unit. And I had to aid them, to help them, support them, to have over 100 consultants. And I work 24% of production growth monthly at the unit. And I always worked unit, people, everybody's own target and the unit target. So there was personal acknowledgement in my journal newsletter acknowledging 20 to 40% growth. And I also gave this one gift, like a token. For the one gift for the ones that grow 20% and 2 gifts for people who grew 40%. And that helps to acknowledge directors. In the beginning, I remember my secretary saying, what do they have to do? And I would always start at 15,000 points. So what is 20% of 15,000 points? What is 40% of 15,000 points? What have they done? I would do the math and would calculate for them and send email. And then I followed up. Your assistant or secretary can help you. So to keep you focused, because if you're focused, you're going to achieve what you target. The other program I worked hard was the medal program. Every director had the one challenge to achieve the one medal. Bronze, silver, or gold. And if they had gold, which was the 5 targets completed, their picture would make the cover of my own newsletter, with them being publicly acknowledged. And all directors wanted to make the cover, their photograph on the cover in that newsletter. So that was major achievement when it comes to acknowledgement. And I knew that if they started personally, the unit would grow. And I always worked with them that the targets. And it's not just about training directors, but I knew that the target was to get the pink car. To get the pink car, she would have to hand more than 100 consultants in the unit. So everybody would work together. And the pink car came, directors, travels, everything would follow. And the third challenge that I posed to them was to not make things complicated. Just follow the Marykay Ash programs. So first days we would work the perfect beginning, this pink circle that is now fully implemented. Before I would call Constancia Club, and the third, the quarterly challenge and the sales court. So I would get people from one program to the next until they developed and became court member. As for the beginning, we would have starting from the heart, where we called sharing pearls. If you according to points, you get earrings, necklaces as a third month as a consultant. More important to have a great start than making orders, because if they had the beginning, they would stay at the company. And when we finished the first month, I worked them on the medals every month and acknowledgement on the consultant's newspaper, and I would work the start court. So if the director would keep the cycles up with so many ideas, so many things that they focus, and that is the issue of all directors, to focus on so much. So how did I help guide them? Especially they had the 3, 4, 5. How, with executive directors, executive elite, how would I work this system with them? And I keep this up here because I see that the major gap a director can have is to keep up, is to follow up. They don't actually do any follow up. And as a leader, you have to teach something, delegate, and you have to follow up. You have to monitor. So I notice and I call people up and I say, who is your next director going to be? So they tell me what's happening. And I don't expect them to have 3, 4, 5 consultants, no. But if they are selling well, then indeed it is the key for the success. If they are selling well, they have great starters. So I make phone calls. I am going to trigger them and drive them and invite them to become a director if they wish so. If they say so, I'm going to give them an action plan. And the action plan that we work is a success roadmap. And I call it something simple, beginning to kickstart Marykay. But it's a Marykay method, if you want to say. It's your success comes from the success roadmap, meaning you need to get input from 6 people about different things and determine what they want to sell per week, and then you write that in a sheet of paper, and they put on the fridge and they cross out every they do it. They have a 2 split paper and they circle things. And every circle represents the one person they're going to show the product to. And under the circle, she'll determine how many people she wants to speak about the opportunity to. And she draws a doll, everything there is an opportunity, success opportunity, she draws a smile. So that success roadmap focuses on the sales, the status, and what she's selling every month. That will help. Then I'll call her director and say, listen, what we've spoken about, now we need to follow that up. Then days go by and I call the director. What have you spoken to her? Where is she at? What is the next step? Have you followed up? If she doesn't live in your city, take the car, drive there, run an event. So I give this kind of guidance and direction, and that makes all the difference. But I want to just tell you that we've just trained 3 directors. The one is to have 30 in the first month, and she did have 30. Second month, before the 20th, she had all the scoring, all the points complete in 1.5 months using the success roadmap. So the director's development that I usually talk about means 1, 2nd, 3rd lines that make that when they are in the unit. So you have the control of talking to them and ask them, who will next director be? Because with that, you will have control and they will be strong and they will form new lines. And if they become a director and you haven't done this pre-work, she will not move to the top. And I'm going to tell you that in this period during the pandemic, where a lot of people lost a lot of numbers, a lot of figures, I had no issue because I had 1, 2, 3 as backup and the other one would go up. If one falls, the other one goes up. About your relationship with your directors, incredibly important as a mentor to learn to listen and to teach your directors to active listening what the other people are doing. And it matters. My secretary says, the so-and-so said so-and-so. I said, this is not my issue. That's what I said. This is not my business. So I want to invite you to do so. Don't take anything personal. Nothing, take it as personal because it won't make a difference. That's their issue. Learn to sell ideas and to have goose feathers. Marykay would said about the oil. So whatever is negative, it just rolls off of you. Just shake it off, dust it off. So learn to active listen so you can better communicate with directors. I wish I could speak more, but my time is already up. So I just want to wish you all the success in the world. I hope the best for all of you. Lots of health, lots of peace, lots of growth to all of you in 2022. Best regards.
National from Mexico, and I'm very happy to celebrate and to celebrate all your accomplishments as you reach the national sales director level. You're a national sales director that to get here, it's an amazing goal in midst of a pandemic and challenging times, in times where you showed resilience. And today I celebrate and share with you the topic called resilience, source of strength. Life has not become easier at all, nor more indulgent. All of us have become stronger and much more resilient. What is resilience? Resilience is the capacity or the skill that all of us have to confront a situation and adversity and get the best possible out of that situation with the best attitude ever and always look for a solution. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to share with you my vision for this 2022. My future projects and what I do so that my directors feel part of my plans. So that way together we can be aligned and go to the same direction, head to the same goal. First of all, I share clearly and with great enthusiasm what the project is. Once I have the project decided upon and very well planned, I share it in an easy way so they understand the project and embrace it as their own. I am very open to dialogue so they can share their ideas and contribute with their creativity to the project. So I integrate their ideas to the project. The ideas are helpful to improve the project. However, I always keep the main purpose of what I had previously designed. It is important, and I want you to remember, making your directors feeling part of the project is very important because the participation that helps to create something also helps something to grow. This year, what I have projected and planned is that each director has 50% of growth in their unique productions and at least 30 to 40% of commissions growth versus the previous year. Most of the directors by the first week of the year already have their specific plan. They are happy, they have the best attitude. Why? Well, simply because they feel part of the project. They helped creating it, and they have deployed enormous efforts so that this can be possible. How have I worked during this pandemic times, these horrible and difficult times? How have I used resilience? First, I would like to tell you to not ever lose your faith. Faith in God. Faith in your potential, in your skills, in our company. Everything the company creates, designs, conceives, and decides is without any doubt for our own benefit. I have always admired and loved our company. But today I do it even more because all of what they have done for us during this time, they have added value and benefit to our businesses and to each of our national areas. And of course, faith in my directors, faith in each of their talents. And not only is believing in them and feel faith in them, have faith in them also. Expressing all these feelings clearly is very important because that's the way they feel strengthened, empowered, and their self-esteem goes up. Let me share what activities I have done to make this possible. We had been making efforts to better understand technology. We have helped diligently a lot of directors that believed it was absolutely impossible to learn how to use technology. They thought it was absolutely impossible. They were thinking technology was not for them. And we have provided personalized support to each one of them. And as a result of them, our directors that work regularly with technology have it available for their businesses in their new environment. We have also been very focused on working with customers' retention initiatives with personalized support. We have taught dialogues on how to better serve our customers. We also work hard on increasing consultants' customer base. Customers are a key part of our business because a customer can potentially turn into a new recruit. And a new recruit can be a new leader. And that new leader can later achieve a director level. That is why it is super important to be able to work on customer base growth. Also, I'd like to share with you that I have embraced a belief during this time, and it is as follows. Everything that comes to my life and to my business arrives with a very determined purpose. I do not complain. I do not refuse to the situations that come to my life or to my business because I know everything comes with a specific plan, a determined task, and a mission. However, I have been busy learning why it arrived, what I learned from it, and what is the solution to the issue. It is also very, very important that you embrace absolutely all of the company's values. Today, especially, I would like to mention a very important value that Marykay frequently mentioned. I quote, "Honesty is the pillar of all success." I strongly believe in that. Never put in risk this, never put in risk this super important value that is honesty, because you will receive great benefits if you practice faithfully this value. You're a great national sales director, and I know you practice this great value and all of the principles offered in our wonderful company, especially be always honest with yourself and with everyone you interact with. And well, I'd like to add that as a as a result of the resilience attitude that we have developed 10 new car drivers. 10 new car drivers. I'm sorry. 11 women that during pandemics have reached the use of their pink cars. 11. And 10 new directors. There are others that have also developed, but 10 of them are happy with their business, growing day by day, and providing to their families. And, well, I also would like to invite you to create a long-lasting legacy. A legacy that is forever. This legacy starts today. How would you like your area to be remembered? How would you like your area to be known, to be identified with? How would you like your area to be recognized among all Salesforce? The essence of this legacy that you would like your area to be identified with starts today with a strong foundation and the values that you create in that blessed national area that is in your hands. Once again, congratulations for having achieved that. And, well, let me also share how to execute a successful 2022. Remember that a vision without execution is an illusion. That is why it is very important to understand clearly and define a project at the beginning of the year. I always plan for the whole year. I divide the year in quarters, semesters, and then in the entire 2022 year in this case, right? And well, right now, I already have my plan, and I know exactly how I will execute. I already have a direction. I have a map to follow. That makes me feel very happy, very confident, empowered, and also it makes me to remain in a happy zone. Well, almost always in a happy zone because I have a project that has been defined. You need to consider this. You cannot not do this. Share it with a national sales director close to you so that both of you can help each other achieve that hope, that action plan that, of course, will be easy to implement. Also, you must identify any obstacles, and how you're going to overcome them. I am sure you will reach your goals, but you do need to be prepared for any hardship and plan exactly how you will solve any issue. Just like Marykay said to us, never stop dreaming. Never. And I invite you to never, never, ever stop dreaming. Always have hope. Feed your faith. Nourish it. Have that willingness and strength. Have willingness and strength so that you are a woman that always shines and brings hope to your national area. Adversity brings the gift of awakening talents that in the comfort zone would have remained asleep. This is the time to shine. This is the time to have hope and to execute. This is the time to turn off your fears and turn on your faith. Congratulations.